Yes, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel, where it is time for a very short match week 29 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now, let's have a quick look on how everyone did in match week 28. I only got 7 points, one perfect score. That was Crystal Palace to beat West Brom by 1-0. So not a very good week for sure. Top scorer in the comments was JB, and JB got 12 points. So very well done, JB. You were the top scorer. So as we go into match week 29, one game stands out, and I have to say these games are all about survival, relegation, and going for Europe. So the first two games are about survival. Fulham against Leeds United, that is Friday evening. And also we have Brighton against Newcastle. That is my game of the weekend without a shadow of a doubt, because that is a big game for sure. So let's go on with it. So let's go on with Fulham against Leeds United. The last 5 meetings in the Premier League have resulted in 2 wins to Fulham and 3 wins to Leeds. The last result was a 2-0 win to Fulham. Well, Fulham, I have to say, they managed to get a 0-0 with Manchester City at half-time. And to be honest, I thought they defended very well. Really played well against Manchester City. The only problem was that, Manchester City did take over in that second half. But I thought they were very good in that first half, Fulham. And to get a 0-0 was very good. Obviously, they did lose 3-0 in the end. But, again, this isn't the game that wasn't the game that they have been looking forward to. It's this one. It's against Leeds United, who I keep saying are a Jekyll and Hyde side. You just don't know what Leeds is going to turn up. Is it the one that's going to lose, 2-0 to West Ham? Is it the one that is going to go to Manchester United and lose 6-2? Is it the one that goes to Liverpool and loses 4-3? Whatever you would like to say about Leeds United, they are definitely a Jekyll and Hyde side. 0-0 with Chelsea. It's a great result. It's a very good result. And they were probably the better of the two teams in that game as well. So, really difficult one to call. But Fulham's need is much greater than Leeds United. I think Leeds United are probably all but safe now. I don't see them getting dragged into any relegation trouble. So, this is a big game for Fulham. I am going to go for Fulham to win against Leeds United. This is a big 3 points if they can get it. Fulham 2, Leeds United 0. I am going to go for Fulham to win this one. I think it will be a very interesting one for sure, but I think Fulham are going to beat Leeds United. And the biggest game of the weekend is Brighton against Newcastle United. What a game this is going to be. Brighton, I have to say, very good against Southampton. I really enjoyed watching that game. I actually decided to watch the South Coast Derby, and I have to say, I was very impressed. Brighton are a very good team going forward, and they defended very well as well, I thought. So, yeah, this is a huge game. So, last 5 meetings in the Premier League, 2 wins to Brighton and 3 draws. The last result was a 0-0 draw between the sides. As I've said, Brighton, very impressive away win at Southampton. They have finally beaten their South Coast rivals. It's it's been coming. It has been coming. Southampton's form has really imploded. They've fallen off a cliff. But Brighton, that was their first win since the Liverpool game at Anfield, so they played really well. Danny Welbeck was probably man of the match. Trossard obviously got the winner as well, but Lewis Dunk as well. I mean, yeah, Lewis Dunk was unlucky to have a goal chopped off at West Brom the previous week there, but it's a great 3 points for Brighton. And they've kind of moved away a little bit now from that relegation, but this is a huge game, because if Newcastle were to win this, then they would be right back in it. So, but the one thing that Newcastle can take away from this is that it was a 1-1 draw with Aston Villa, but Brighton's home form is not good. No, it is not good at all. I don't think... I'm trying to think of games that they've actually, won at home. and none is coming to my head, to be honest. So, but it's a big game. It is a huge game. Newcastle United 1-1 draw with Aston Villa. You thought, for all the chances that Newcastle had against Aston Villa, that Villa were going to get that winner, and it looked like it when Ollie Watkins headed a shot and it went off Kieran Clark into the back of the net. But good old Jamal Lascelles getting a very good equaliser for Newcastle. Captain's goal as well. Bullet header past Emi Martinez, and it was a very good performance to get a 1-1 draw as well. But this is, as I've said, a huge game. If Newcastle lose and Fulham win, then Newcastle United would drop into the relegation zone. And could that be Steve Bruce's last game in charge of Newcastle? They do have a 3-week break after this, before they play, I think it's Tottenham on the 6th of April. So, big game. Big game, this one. Sorry, the 5th of April, I should say. 5th of April. So, I'm going to go for Brighton to get a very rare home win. I'm going for Brighton 1, Newcastle United 0. And could that be the last game in charge for Steve Bruce? I mean, Geordies want him out. So, we'll see what happens for sure. But Brighton 1, Newcastle 0. So that takes care of the games involving relegation and survival. And now we have 2 games that are in the mix for Europe and European places. It is West Ham against Arsenal. The last 5 meetings in the Premier League. 1 win to West Ham and 4 wins to the Gunners. The last result was a 3-1 win to Arsenal. West Ham, as much as we can give David Moyes plaudits, and as much as we can give West Ham a lot of good things to say, that was poor against Manchester United. They never even laid a glove on Manchester United. I was very surprised at how defensive they set up as well. Like, it was a very poor performance from West Ham. And David Moyes is a very good manager for West Ham. He's done a very good job, but to set up that defensively, like, he wanted to get a draw. You could quite clearly see he wanted to get a draw in that game. So it's a shame. It is a shame, because I thought West Ham would have proved a much bigger threat to Manchester United than they already did, but wasn't to be. Arsenal, well, they won 2-1 against Tottenham, but I have to say it was an absolute battering that they gave Tottenham. Absolute battering, and they've only won 2-1, but from start to finish, I think for the first 80 minutes, I think Arsenal were probably the better team. Spurs obviously scored against the run of play as well. But you know what? It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things with Arsenal. But it's a great win, absolutely great win, and it does take a bit of shine off what has been a very poor season for the Gunners. I think the confidence that Arsenal got in the North London derby will go into this one. Arsenal got a very good record against West Ham, but I am going to go for a 2-1 win to Arsenal in this one. I think Arsenal will win the next London derby. And the final game to preview and predict is Aston Villa against Tottenham Hotspur. Last 5 meetings in the Premier League, 1 win to Villa and 4 wins to Spurs. The last result was a cracking 3-2 win to Tottenham. Aston Villa should have won against Newcastle. How bad they missed Jack Grealish though. He's a big miss. A big miss in that heart of the Villa team. Yeah, he really is. Everything goes through him, so they are really missing their talismanic captain, you'd have to say, for sure. But yeah, they are coming back against Tottenham, and look, let me just be honest with you. Tottenham were poor. Tottenham were very poor against Arsenal. Never even turned up. I mean, Son going off with a hamstring injury is a big blow. I will say that now. But what you don't do is you go up to the Emirates and counter-attack. That's what Arsenal. That's what Tottenham set up to do. It was set them up to do. And if you're Eric Lamela, you've just had an Eric Lamela performance. Doesn't start, comes off the bench, scores a magnificent Rabona goal, and then gets 2 yellow cards and is sent off. It's a typical Eric Lamela performance. But look, it was a red card. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just cannot raise your arms like that. And yes, Kieran Tierney goes down very easily. I get that. But what you don't do is you just elbow your arm like that. It was a shocking red card for Eric Gilmela, and you could see what Jose Mourinho thought of it. He just shrugged his shoulders. So, but it was a very poor performance from Tottenham, and deservedly lost the North London derby for sure. So, going into this one, I think Tottenham will win. I'm going to go for another win away from home for Tottenham. They seem to, I know they are better at home than they are away, but Aston Villa's form has kind of fallen a little bit down, and if they are without Jack Grealish, I do think that Tottenham will come away with 3 points in this one. I'm going Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 2. So that is it. That is a very short match week 29 done and dusted. As I have said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like GB, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I will go for my predictions very quickly as well. Fulham 2, Leeds United 0. Brighton 1, Newcastle 0. West Ham 1, Arsenal 2, and Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 2. So that is it. That is match week 29 done and dusted. As I have said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Big games. Relegation, survival, and European places up for grabs is very interesting as well. But until then, it's goodbye from me. If you do like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. Now, this is the last match. This is the last predictions video, I think, until the 4th of April. So yeah, sorry, let me think. 3rd of April. It will be because there are a lot of international games coming up now as well. But the Premier League will be back in a couple of weeks, and enjoy your match week 29. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.